All right, I think we are live. Let me just share my screen real quick so that we can get done with this today. Okay, all right. Hopefully this is working. So this is the trade that we had today. Today is what is today's date? It's 27th. So 27th, I think today is a Wednesday. Yeah, today's a Wednesday and tomorrow is Thursday. So we're in the Asian session and we're trading gold, as you can see. Now, the trade that I had today was a short in the pre-market. This wasn't the move. This should have been the move. However, it was a nice rejection. Should have been the move, but what I took as the trade was a short off of this level right here. My risk was above this. They tried to wake me out, but they couldn't. And I took profits out at 44.78. So my entry was 44.92-ish or 90.91, and my exit was over here. Like I exited pretty early in this trade because I saw that there was buying coming in. The book was getting thicker. There was volume creeping in, just like earlier. So I had to get out. However, yeah, that was the trade that basically that I had. So it was not nothing too glamorous. This would have been, like the proper trade. Risking off of, let's say again, the same high. You could have had a short based off of this white line right here, which was 44.88. And the intention, you could still go short. Let's just take it to right now. I just want to see how this plays out. My exit is going to be right. I'm just going to be risking $30 with the eventuality to be coming over to 44.30. If the market decides to pull right back up, it's going to end taking me out. If it decides to continue trickling down, we'll have, like around $200, which would be nice. Okay, so $200. I will give it, let's say 200 here. Okay, so exactly as I said, this is my target. I'm not willing to take more or less off of this trade. It's just a very clean breakdown trade that we take. Our risk for the trade at any given point will be above this. If we look into the 15-minute, this looks like a pretty decent place that I could risk off of. And let's see what happens. The only reason why I took the trade is because of the overall weakness that we're having in gold. And as you can see, we have been continuously selling off for 2 days. It's not a big deal, just because of the way the market is currently structured. There is a lot of news saying that, there's a deal that's probably going to be reaching with Iran, and the market just is reacting towards it. To be honest, gold was really in a very high place. It's not something that's very common for gold. However, at the same time, we're I don't know if it's a good thing that gold is being priced so high, because never in history have we ever seen these levels in gold. If you go on to this chart right here, this is trading view. You can see we're at all-time highs. Basically, this is ever since inception. This is when is this? Let's go into the monthly. Ever since we started in 2011 or 10, this is not a good thing for gold. This just shows how uncertain this market has been. Because up until 2024, we were trading at 2000s. For the price of gold to double like this, you might say, oh, it was just because of the war, but probably the war just started somewhere in around here. This market was climbing up so fast. I remember during um, during these levels right here, when gold was at 2,700. If you go back into my older trade reviews, you can actually see me trading gold in and around this time. Well, it's just crazy to think of how much gold has moved forward or moved up ever since 2024, which is just like a couple of years ago. So, you can expect a lot of things to happen this year and the next coming years as well. If we look at Bitcoin, let's go back. Let's go back here and let's look at what Bitcoin is doing currently. So we can see it is consolidating, right? I wouldn't say this is even a move on the coin. Well, we have been trending down for the past couple of days, or on a bigger scale, we're still just consolidating. This could continue even lower, which is not going to be a good thing for Bitcoin either. But we've just been making lower lows on Bitcoin as well. So I do not think also this is great news for Bitcoin. However, overall market structure the sentiment is down, right? The S&P 500 has been doing pretty well, which has been going higher, right? All-time highs. I do believe all the oligarchs to be really happy with what Trump is doing with the market, whether it's intentional or, because we do not know exactly what's going on. So we're still consolidating as well. We can see the price is trying to find some stability in and around 75.23. I can see gold trying to head back. Like I said, we might get stopped out. We never know. That being said, I just let the trade do its own thing. There's nothing much I can do at this point, but either have it hit my stop loss or, do the inverse, hit my take profit. We'll get to know. We'll get to see what happens. Well, gold is certainly, I think, pumping in the 30-minute, because just the new 30-minute candle just opened, right? So probably why that's happening on gold. Let's go to the NASDAQ. Same thing, we're all-time highs, right? As you can see, all-time highs right here. One thing that I was interested to trade the past couple of days was the Canadian dollar. I missed the move. Again, this was something that I really, really was interested to take. However, was missed. I do realize that there could be a possibility of the trade happening right now. However, I do not know if I want to participate in it. My trade was way up here. Maybe whenever it comes back up, I will take it. I got punched out. This move right here, a couple of days ago, is what punched me out. And then you can just see how the market didn't even come back, didn't even look back, and the entire thing just it just kept sinking. So again, coming back to what I actually traded was gold. Like I said, the move that I should have taken happened at 9 o'clock. Was outside, and they just spiked it up, and then the whole thing came tanking down. Now I'm in a trade right now. We are, unfortunately, this just because this is the way I trade. I just have to accept the fact that most of the times I will see this being red, and I just have to sit with the trade and just watch it play out. There's nothing else that I can do at this point. So if anything, 44, 58, and 6 would be something that I would not be willing to give it. So I'm just going to mark it right there. We're going to have, let's say 44, we're saying 44, 56 or something, right? When it was 44, 58 and 6. So 44.58.6 is the place that I would like to structure the exit for this trade. That being said, if it decides to cater down, if it decides to come down, well and good. Otherwise, if I see a lot of buying, or if I see price wanting to stay up here, might just cut the trade. That being said, that is exactly what I did today. So I took a short in around here. I got out right here. So entry, you could say 44.91 and 2 cents, and exit would have been 44.76 and 4. The actual trade that I should have taken was this move right here. But anyways, you cannot predict things. It's just probabilities game. You either, some days you make it, some days you lose it. Some days you make money for coffee, like $116. You could have a decent cup of coffee. Or you could go to Starbucks and just make something, right? Probably $50, $60 in Starbucks. Not too bad. I would not say that's not too bad. For someone who's doing this in the Asian session, I think it's probably good to be making the set amount of money. That being said, I am going to wind up this particular live. I will update you on what happens with this, because it could be a couple of minutes, a couple more hours. I could get out in the next maybe 30 minutes. I'm not going to stay here and just keep talking for the next 30 minutes. That being said, let's see if there's buying coming in. Well, there is buying. In the previous candle, there was a significant amount of buying, even though there was dumping. You can see price is still holding, right? So, we would probably get out, like I said, if this crosses above here, I'll just punch out, I'll just take the L. If not, I will keep holding to see if I can get another winner for the day. That being said, it is time for me to go have dinner. And we can see some selling coming in. So, like I said, this could take a while. This could take a couple more minutes or hours. So it's something that I'm pretty much, I do not exactly know what's going to happen. And unless, we'll probably see. Should wait, I would say. Maybe we'll have the trade. Maybe we'll have the flush. We never know. We never know if you'll have the flush or not. Let me just see what's going on my other screen. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask if you are watching. Otherwise, we'll just see what happens with this. It's a trade that, like I said, it probably will take a while, but all we can do is just wait. Anyways, that being said, let's go back to see what the Canadian dollar is doing. We're still like it's not that liquid, right? This is a market that's this is a trade that will take time. It's a trade that will take a lot of time. And look at Euro USD against the same thing. I sense a lot of weakness in this market. Crude oil, we're at 90. We're at 90. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad for crude oil. I would like this to actually come down because, come on, man, like who's gonna pay so much of gas? The prices of gas, I don't know in which part of the world you live in, but we're paying a hefty amount in gas. I don't like it. I'd like to drive my cars, I don't want to look into the gas prices and be like, oh, this is expensive. Like I wouldn't mind filling it, but come on. Who the hell wants to pay double the gas price? Like nobody, right? I'm not also gonna go switch to electric, so I don't care. I don't care about electric vehicles. We're all gas. So I think it's almost it's almost time for me to end this live. Whatever happens with this, I'll update y'all tomorrow. If you tune into my live session tomorrow, you will see the result of this. As of now, like I said, it's going to take a couple of hours, maybe a couple of minutes. If we see continuous selling, our take profit will be hit. If the buying comes back in, stop loss will be hit. It's just either one of those, so not a big deal. That being said, all right, good time.